Alrighty, the card that I have drawn here is the Chariot. If you're watching the video, here's what the card looks like. It's got like this beautiful sunrise or sunset in the back, or at least those kinds of colors. Got the oranges and the pink, or a little bit of pink, I guess. Purple. And then we have a man standing on top of a chariot that is being pulled by two horses, one white horse and one black horse. And like the ground, we see lots of streaks. We can't actually tell how the horses are hooked up to the chariot. Don't see like actual bands or anything like that. But it definitely looks like they're running and pulling the chariot somewhere. And then this person on top of the chariot is like crouched down, like kind of squatting. And he has one hand down on the chariot. So it's kind of like, looks almost like a runner stance, getting ready to go. Not quite. It also looks like it could just be like, yeah, I don't know. He definitely looks like on alert, ready and prepared for something. But he's also obviously moving because this chariot's pulling him. I can't tell if some of this purple is maybe supposed to be like water or something like that. There's also lots of like white dots around to, just create a light. Almost looks like a firefly kind of a thing. And then there's a half circle, and I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be either, around the back, in the background of it. But it's really interesting. I feel like obviously this black and white is very intentional. Oh, by the way, welcome back to another episode of Tarot Tuesday. I am Jessica from the Heartful Canvas, and for tarot, I tend to think about it more as like a prompt, a journaling kind of prompt, a reflection kind of prompt, a creative prompt kind of thing, where just what does it bring to mind? What does it bring up to the surface? I don't know all of my tarot symbolism, all that kind of stuff. So if you're looking for, very strictly, people very big into tarot, I'm probably not your person. But if you're looking for somebody who just likes to talk about things, I'm here. All right. So the white and the black, obviously, like I feel like the obvious is like the shadow and the, it's like the good and the bad. But like they're also working together, which is interesting. They're both pulling it. I don't love the idea of like thinking of the shadow as something bad. Maybe it's kind of like, ooh. So if you watched last week's episode, it was the 9 of Wands, and I talked about like characteristics that are like your shadow, but they can be a good thing or they can be a bad thing. Like they can be the things that like hold us back, or they can be the things that really differentiate us and make us unique and like interesting and all those kinds of things. So actually this could like continue that conversation perfectly, where it's like, all right, we have these things that are leading us, that are guiding us, and they can be good or bad. The both parts are there. We can't like just get rid of one or the other, like, a habit or a characteristic or whatever. We can't just like, get rid of a tendency and get rid of the bad part without getting rid of the good part as well. I don't know if that makes sense. But I also feel like there's something here that's like about like it's being prepared and being ready to jump. He's keeping his eye out. He's like very watchful and keeping an eye of like whatever's coming ahead. I don't know if that's like so he can jump off the chariot, or if that is so like he's keeping an eye out for the obstacles for these horses. Yeah, it's obviously very interesting that he's not sitting in the chariot, which is where you would expect people to usually be, with a chariot. So yeah, he's definitely like, it's like this idea of like keeping your eye out, being watchful, being mindful, being aware, being prepared, just this idea of being ready. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what the book has to say. This is the Light Seers Tarot deck by Chris Ann, if you are interested in it for yourself, because I love the imagery. Okay, right here, the Chariot. We have victory, speed and action, determination, harnessing and uniting opposing energies, success, travel, confidence, willpower, and control. The universe constantly gifts us the opportunity to become the person we want to be. It's a magical time for taking inspired action. Push ahead with willpower and determination because you will get there. Remember, inaction is the same as deciding to stay still. The Chariot reminds you that while you are on the way to your goal, you need to make decisions about your best path forward. If you feel pulled in two different directions, know that you will be able to coax both of these energies toward the same target. Charging ahead without paying attention to your path can sometimes be harmful to those in your wake, so take care not to trample on others on your way up the mountain. Choose the thing you really want, focus your efforts, and move swiftly. If you aren't sure what your direction is, then it's time to make some plans, align goals, and spark dreams. And then the affirmation quote with it is, I choose who I am becoming and I run toward it and with conviction and consistent motion. Ooh, I really love this one. As I was mentioning last week, sorry, I have my my phone is dying. So that's why I was touching things on the screen. I am really finally moving forward on the Heartful Canvas brand. I've had multiple brands, Sacred Knits, Pattern Design Circle. Very briefly, I had Full Circle Entrepreneurship, and then I really kind of shifted it back to Pattern Design Circle. And part of it's the Heartful Canvas now. Anyway, the Heartful Canvas is a brand that I really kind of launched in October of last year. I think it was October, as an Etsy shop, and just I have big dreams and goals and vision for like what I want to achieve, but then also, just trying to achieve it as a toddler mom has been challenging. So anyway, I have a business coach. It's the same coach I've worked with for several years, but I'm working with her in a one-on-one capacity now, which I haven't done for a while, and never done in this actual capacity. And so I'm finally moving forward and launching and going, doing the thing. And so this definitely speaks to me of like, okay, keep moving, keep doing the thing. Like, don't get scared, don't hold back. And I really liked the line of like, the universe gifts us the opportunity to become the person we want to be, and push ahead with willpower and determination because you will get there. And so it's like really just such a like inspiration of like reminding us of like, okay, you have this thing you're wanting to achieve. This is what you want to do. This is like what your goal is. Don't give up on that. Keep doing that. Keep pushing forward. And like, don't worry about all the different things. Like, it's like it can all move together for like the same purpose, the same goal. Like the two horses, the two opposing, what did it call it? Two energies. The energies that we can get both of them to head towards the same target. So that was really cool. And I think maybe that kind of speaks also to like my multi-passionate self of like, I've definitely learned that like I can't just like, I don't want to just stay in one lane. And so like I have these different things. Like I have this podcast. I will be launching a membership very soon. I will be hosting a challenge. I have the Etsy shop with the affirmation cards and the toddler coloring books and things like that. Like it's all together moving forward for the same target. So yeah, I also really loved just like the take care not to trample on others. Like charging ahead without paying attention can be harmful. So like being very attentive, being very mindful, being very goal driven in this endeavor, so that we're not causing harm to other people. We're not like even causing harm to ourselves. Like if we were to take this analogy of, if we're sitting in the chariot and we're not paying enough attention, we could be the ones who get hurt, right? So anyway, yeah, I really love that. It's time to make some plans, align goals, and spark dreams. So here's to the dreams, here's to the goals, here's to the plans. I wonder what your plans are. I wonder what your goals are. Do you want to share them here in the comments? I would so love to hear from you. And because I truly love hearing from people from the podcast, because I never hear from you. I just, I'm talking here to myself. And so anyway, yeah, tell me about your goals, and I will cheer you on to encourage you to keep running towards those things. Keep moving forward with determination and grit and excitement, enthusiasm, all the things. All right. I hope you'll join me again. Oh, real quick. If anything here sparked any ideas or thoughts or whatever, go ahead and continue to think about it. Maybe you just sit and think about it. Maybe you want to journal about it. You can journal in a notebook. You can talk, voice to text in your notes app, just to continue this conversation and see what else comes up for you from it. Otherwise, I hope to see you again next week for Tarot Tuesday. Thanks for joining me. Bye.